Hi Honda.
Hi Julius.
Thank you so much for taking out some time out of your busy schedule to join me in this Coffee with Bushiroad series.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, could you tell me a bit about the work you do in Bushiroad?
Well, I do sales and logistics, but I'm mainly on the logistics side.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you a lot more questions regarding that because I think your work is mainly a lot of people don't see or don't understand what goes on behind the scenes in what makes the games possible.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of logistics and transportation involved. But before that, we're gonna dig right into our pastries and coffee and tea. What would you like?
Coffee, please.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee for you? Okay,
Sure.
cool. You can smell this. It smells good.
Wow.
Yeah, this smell really wakes you up. Yeah.
Fragrant.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead and help yourself to whichever one that you like.
Alright. Which one we like?
No, you go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll pick whatever that's remaining.
Alright, so I'll go for this.
I'm a good host.
One.
So Huan, I understand that even before you joined Bushiroad, to work for Bushiroad, I think you played a lot of Bushiroad card games.
Yeah.
What games do you play?
I play mainly Weiss Schwarz, Vanguard, and a little bit of Buddy Fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you actually play our three main titles.
Yeah.
Oh, when did you start playing?
For Weiss, I started playing I think somewhere around 2008, 2009 kind of time when it first started out in Japan. Yeah.
Wow, that's like almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. And then for Vanguard?
Vanguard, I think I also started when it first came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you actually played Weiss first.
Yeah.
How do you get to know Weiss Schwarz?
So there was kind of like a community get together to learn the game. Like they brought some Weiss products from Japan, so they brought it over to Singapore, and they actually promoted the event, like come down to learn, and they actually sell some of the stuff they got in Japan. So yeah, that's how I got wine of Weiss, and I started learning, and I liked the game.
So which Weiss Schwarz titles are you currently enjoying?
I'm really enjoying the Fujimi Fantasia set right now, especially the deck with 8 standbys. It's very interesting. And also, I really like playing Goblin Slayer, especially the Goblin Slayer deck. The overall card advantage and the abilities is very flavorful. It's gonna be a huge. It has made a huge impact in the game itself, and soon English player can get their hands on the series. It's coming out in English. Yeah, for Goblin Slayer.
Wow, I think players can really look forward to that.
Yeah.
Do you still remember your very first deck? What title was it?
It was Fate Stain Night Crow deck.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so long ago. Yeah.
And ever since then, you just continued
Yeah.
playing the game. And right now, you are actually working for Bushiroad.
Yeah.
Wow, this is kind of like, it's coming to a full circle.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Vanguard clan?
My favorite clan would be Dark Irregulars.
Oh.
I love the overall theme of the deck, artwork, card abilities. Like soul charging, it thins your deck. So that thinning is very important in card games. You get to draw into more important cards, or it might go the other way. Like it makes everything looks exciting. Yeah, that's about.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay. No, back then when you are playing Bushiroad card games, do you actually think that you would, or maybe you hope that you would be able to work for Bushiroad?
So thinking that I would be working for the company would be no, but hoping that I would is a yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And back then, maybe you thought, maybe it would be great if I can work for Bushiroad one day.
Yeah.
Do you have like a job position in mind, or do you just, as long as I'm working for the company that produces these great card games for me, I'm fine with that.
Everyone would want to have a part in creating a game, so maybe a development role would be good. So that's what I think that every card gamers would want when they play the game or they like the game a lot, is to have a impact on the game, on the development side, like card abilities, Like you want to make cards that you love. Yeah, I guess that's it. But I didn't expect like I'll be working in other aspects of the company. Yeah.
So how did you actually get the opportunity, to work for Bushiroad?
So I was already before my national service. I was already going around helping to do demo sessions, maybe helping out at events. So when I came out of national service, I actually did part-time in Bushiroad. I was waiting for my university application. So after that, it has a bit of waiting. So I was doing fine in Bushiroad part-timing. Unfortunately, on the day I received a call from the university, I didn't get in. So I was kind of very sad, this kind, like very disappointed. But luckily, there was an opening in the sales team, and I seized the day and I applied for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Wanda, what's your day-to-day like in the office?
So I start out the day with replying emails. After that, arranging shipments to distributors, packing of PR cards, and sending them if there's any. Other than that, I also handle office shipping. So it's intercompany shipment. It's not like business-wise.
Yeah. So you actually have to do a lot of shippings of PR cards,
Yeah.
to our shops around the world.
It's mostly to our distributors and our overseas offices, and then they'll ship it to the shops.
What are some of the challenges that you face during the course of your work?
Yeah, prior to shipping, there's a lot of layers of work, a lot of steps to be done in the production cycle. So if something were to happen, like maybe before shipping, I'll have to rework, reschedule all the shipments, or even rebook because it's already very last minute. Yeah, and it kind of snowballs into like this gets delayed. If this gets delayed, something after that might get delayed too. So I have to plan out everything, make sure everything goes smoothly out.
Definitely. I think it's inevitable that something will go wrong down the production line, and then I think you will have to come up with a lot of different ways, adapt, just kind of like deal with all these last minute changes.
Yeah.
So kind of like putting out fires.
yeah, exactly. Putting out fires.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of work, and I guess it must be so demoralizing, for a part of your work to be undone, and then you have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
How do you get over that?
You need to be patient. Like you can't rush over things because it's a long process, and you need to be resilient because you can't crumble in your work halfway, and everything will snowball. And once your work is overdue, more works will come in. Work is never finished, so you kind of like you have to do it now, slow and steady. But you just have to keep going through the motion, keep pulling through it. It's kind of everyday challenges. Yeah.
Wow. This reminds me of a quote. I think it was, "If you're going through hell, keep going." Yeah. Because I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think it's kind of similar to what you just said. Because if you're going through hell, why would you stay there?
Yeah.
Just, keep going forward. Yeah. Then you can get out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point.
True.
Yeah. Since you play so much of Bushiroad card games, do you think that has actually helped you in your current job?
Yeah, that actually helps me a lot in the sales side of my work. Having knowledge in the products itself helps me better sell the product, so I can pitch better. I can pinpoint the unique points, the strength of the products, and I can explain it to my distributors. I can even explain it to my colleagues to make them understand better. Yeah, this kind.
Yeah, that's good because when you're playing the card games, maybe 10 years ago, you never expect yourself to be landing a job in the company that make the games that you play. Yeah. And you did, of course, you never even expect that just by playing card games that would actually help you in your career. Oh, so really, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Besides arranging logistics for for shipping to our distributors, I mean, you also handle the logistics for our regionals in Singapore.
Yeah.
When we have an event, we actually have to pack everything and then send it to the venue.
Yeah.
How's it like? What's the challenge in that?
Transporting all the stuff that we need, all the event items to the event hall is not really a very difficult task. But sometimes events they need things last minute, and you have to make a rush for it. And when you're rushing for time, sometimes you forget where it is, or you can't find it. You get very flustered. It's one of the few examples I have.
So yeah, you reminded me, and because I think recently I keep seeing you flying for work, and I believe recently you went to Gen Con held in USA for a B2B conference kind of thing. Yeah. So I believe that a lot of your work are done through emails and telephone calls, talking to our distributors, and then you finally met them in person. How was that like?
Through emails, you don't really get to know them. It's all formal, it's all business. So when you get to finally meet them and get them to know on a more personal level, so it's very satisfying to know, like, okay, so now I get to know more about this person, and we get to work together even closer. I think that's very satisfying.
How were they? Were they nice to you?
Yeah, they took great care of me.
Did they bring you around for good food in USA?
Yeah, we went for meetings through dinner. Yeah.
Meetings and dinner.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Yeah.
So you get to travel a lot for work. I imagine that must be very exciting for you, because I think, not a lot of jobs out there actually offer this incentive, this slight perk of being able to travel for work. How's that like for you?
So I enjoy meeting new people, and people, our fans, card game fans. So I think that's one perk that I really find refreshing when I travel for work, even though I'm tired, but all the smiles on their face, like when they play the tournament, give me a sense of satisfaction. And just being able to travel for work is a blessing. So I'm very thankful and very grateful for this opportunity. Yeah.
But I imagine at the same time, it must be tiring. Of course, it's enjoyable on one hand, but especially if you fly long hours to from Singapore to US, about a 20 hours flight, give or take. I imagine it must be tiring, and then you have to help out with the events, attend some conference.
It's kind of like giving back to the community. You're helping the game grow, and you're helping yourself grow too. You go through the tiring days of work. After that, you get to recover. It's all the experiences you get. It's very memorable. And flying overseas means I get to work with colleagues that are overseas that don't get the chance to see them. So getting to know them better is very rewarding. Yeah.
So is there any important life skill that you actually have learned in the course of your work?
Yeah, definitely. And as I've emphasized earlier, it's being patient and resilient. Things might not seem worth it right now, and as time goes on, it will add up. So small adjustment matters, I guess. Small feats matters. So maybe you go for an extra sale, maybe it's just very little, but each time you go for the extra sale, it adds up to be a lot. Yeah, so you have to be patient and resilient, because you're not always gonna get it. Yeah.
Is there anything that you can share with us, for anyone who might be interested in joining the sales or logistics industry?
So the sales and logistics industry is very big. There's the consumer side, the business side. So if the industry is this big, there's a lot of job opportunities for you to work there and gain some experience.
What are the skills that you think are important in sales and logistics? I imagine probably driving might be one of them.
I guess sales and logistics, driving is important. Maybe if you have prior experience in maybe forklift, if you have a license in forklift, it's very easy to get a job in warehouse. They need forklift drivers. You have to be very practical in logistics because logistics is a very heavy on numbers, and also sales. There's also very heavy on numbers and figures that you need to work it out.
Wow, thank you so much, Huan, for sharing with us so much insights into the job that you do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me too.
No problem. Miss, please. A description of your job in Bushiroad.
Yeah, I do sales and logistics.
Thanks, bro.